we're just going to do a short little session of Pilates using a band based on the mat. So make sure you're somewhere where you've got space to move your arms and legs, and somewhere that you can see and hear me quite clearly. And let's get started. So we're going to lie ourselves down onto our backs and make sure your feet start by being hip width apart. Now with all these exercises, make sure you work within your comfortable range. Okay, so you should feel like you've got control and you're challenging yourself, but it should always be comfortable and certainly never increase any pain or symptoms you may have. Okay, so before we start, I just want to get into a good neutral position. So you want to have your chin tucked in, looking up towards the ceiling. Have your shoulders nice and open and wide. As you come down through the back, make sure your ribs are tucked in so they're not flaring out. So just begin to engage those lower abdominal muscles. And then we just go into a little bit of pelvic tilting to get into a lower spine neutral position. So just by pulling the tummy muscles in, gently squeezing the buttocks and zipping up with the pelvic floor, just flatten your back down into the mat and then slowly curl it back up the other way. I'm just going to do 4 of these, lowering yourselves down and rolling yourselves up. And as you do this, thinking how flat you can make the back, how much you can arch it up. So after the next one, you can bring yourself into a nice neutral position, which should be midway between those 2 points. And I want you to hold it there in that position here. Now we're going to start by taking the band, and you're going to lift your left leg up towards you and place the band around the sole of your foot. Take hold of the band, bring the elbows in by your side, have them bent to 90 degrees and keep your shoulders open and your back in that nice neutral position. Now start by taking that leg into that single tabletop position, which is a right angle at the hip and the knee. Now take a breath in, expanding through the ribs, and as you breathe out, push the leg away. Bring the leg up towards you and lower the leg back down. Bring the leg up and lower it down. Bringing the leg up and lowering it down. Keeping control through the spine, the arms aren't moving. Lifting that leg as high and as low as you can, engaging those core muscles as you lift the leg up. Hands down. Now bring the leg down and bend it back in. Now to make this exercise a little bit more difficult, you can flatten your back a little bit now so you engage those core muscles a little bit more, and bring your right leg up so you're in tabletop position. Now take a breath in, and as you breathe out, push the left leg away, bring the right knee in towards you, and then extend the right leg as you bring the left leg up, and then bring the other leg in. So extending away and bringing the leg in. This is too much, you just stick with what we were doing before, so keeping that right leg on the floor, lifting the leg up and stretching away. Lifting up and stretching away. Lifting up, stretching away. One more. Lifting up and stretching away. Come back to tabletop, place that right foot down, and now just straighten the leg and bring it up towards you as far as you can. I want you just to hold it in this position here, so we stretch through the back of the thigh for a couple of breaths in and out, in and out. Now bend this knee in towards you, bring the other leg up, swap legs, place the left leg down on the floor, bring the right leg to that single tabletop. Make sure you're in neutral, you pull those muscles in and take that breath in. So as you breathe out, you can push the leg away. Breathe in to lift it up. Breathe out to lower. Breathe in to bring it up. Breathing out. And up. Remember, keeping engaged through the core as you lift that leg as high as is comfortable and slowly lowering down. Now 2 more. And then you're going to bring this leg back into tabletop. Flatten your back a little bit further into the mat this time and bring the other leg up into tabletop if you feel you can do so. Take a breath in as you breathe out, left knee in towards you. And now we do the reciprocal movement, extending one leg as you bring the other leg up. In. It's my morning coffee machine having a little moment, letting us know that it's finished its work for the day. Right, let's bring this leg now back into tabletop position. Place the left leg down onto the floor, straighten the right leg and bring it up towards you to feel that stretch, and hold it for a couple of breaths in and out, in and out. Now bend this knee back in and bring the other leg up. And now let's place both feet into the band. Now you want your feet hip width apart and your back flattened fully onto the mat. Make sure your ribs are tucked in and elbows are tucked in, and take a breath in. As you breathe out, keeping the arms still, push the legs out away from you against the band to go to a tabletop position. Take a breath in to hold, and as you breathe out, slowly bring them back in towards you. So we push away. You hold, and then you bring them back in towards you. So we breathe out to push away, breathe in to hold that tabletop position, breathe out to come in and in to recover. Now if you feel you can push any further, as you breathe out you go through the tabletop position and can keep pushing as far as you have got control. You hold that breath in and you slowly control that movement all the way back through and back in and recover. So pulling in with the abdominals as you push those legs away. Breathing out to slowly return all the way back in. Pushing away. And slowly returning back in. Pushing away. And slowly returning back in. 2 more to do. Push away. And slowly return back in. Last one. Push away. And slowly return back in. From here, just release the band. Give your knees a little hug in towards your chest and gently rock them from side to side before placing one foot and then the other foot down onto the floor. Now we're just going to use the band overhead now. So you're going to place your hands around the band and have your hands so that they are shoulder width apart. Now we're going to do a little bit of work working into the abdominals here. Now if you find that you would prefer to have your hands just behind your head to do this exercise rather than use the band, you can do that if you would prefer. Otherwise, have the band around your hands, make a gentle fist and have a very gentle little bit of a stretch onto the band. Now we're going to start with the arms overhead in this position here. And I want you just to make sure your back is nice and flat onto the floor. I'm going to shuffle down a little bit just so that you can see my hands as well. Okay. So from this position here, make sure your chin's tucked in, your ribs are tucked in, and your back is nice and strong. So you're going to take a breath in, and as you breathe out, you keep the arms overhead, that slight resistance pulling out on the band. You tuck the chin in, still breathing out, lifting up to look between your knees. Take a breath in to hold, and as you breathe out, you slowly return all the way back. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, lift up, tuck the chin in, roll and bring yourself all the way up. And as you breathe out, slowly returning all the way back down. Breathing out again, lifting up, tuck the chin in, roll yourself up. And as you breathe out, lower all the way back down. So breathing out, rolling up, keep the chin tucked in, looking between your knees, and then breathing back out again, you lower all the way down. I'll just add in a little bit of rotation, so bring yourselves up this time, come up, and then just take your hands just past the left thigh and come back to the centre. Take them past the right thigh, come back to the centre, and then breathe out and lower all the way down. Take a breath in to recover, and then breathing out again, bring yourself up, roll all the way up. Breathing in to hold. As you breathe out, reach past one side, come back to the centre. As you breathe out, reach past the other side. Come back to the centre, and then breathe out and lower down and recover. So breathing out, lifting up, rolling up, bringing your hands up towards that thigh, taking that breath in. Breathing out, reach over to one side, come back to the centre. Breathe out, reach over to the other side, come back to the centre, and then slowly lower all the way down. Last one. So breathing out, bring yourselves up, roll up, then reach across, come back to the centre, reach across, come back to the centre, and then slowly lower all the way down. Stretch out by straightening out through the legs and taking a deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, bring the arms back down and bend the knees up.